Good morning. You ever just start recording and then you realize you're watching the bars and then like nothing coming out of your microphone and you feel like an idiot because you didn't unmute your mic before recording? That's exactly what happened to me. Now, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I much appreciate it. I applied to a mattress store, which I think, if I'm not wrong, is me joining the mafia. So you'll know if I got the job if I start talking an heavy Italian accent and I start talking about my ma and lifting heavy rusty weights. Anyway, the build we are running today is sort of a classic Psyker build, one that I just like to take every now and then because it's old, fun, and reliable, and it's fun and it's cute and it's reliable. Damage Mach 4 Blaze 4 Sword with Stamina, Maniac Damage, Unstoppable Power, and Slaughter. Then we have the Mach 2 Inferno Staff with 2 Stamina, Increased Crit Chance, Blaze Away, Warp Nexus, and then we have Soul Stealer, Quietude, Battle Meditation, Warp Expenditure, Metal, and we're going to grab Brain Rupture, Psychonetic Aura, Kinetic Presence, Toughness Damage Reduction, Empathic Invasion, one with the Warp, Venting Shriek, Becoming Eruption, Creeping Flames, Kinetic Deflection, Warp Rider, Solidity, Penetration of the Soul, Warp Siphon, Essence Harvest, Imperium Empowerment, and In Fire Reborn. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty, I just want to say before I did this, did an embarrassing amount of time, so I have to Alt-Tab to hit my record button because I only have one monitor. And I was wondering why it wasn't working. I was doing it, and then I realized I was hitting Tab Spacebar, not Alt-Tab. And I did it an embarrassing amount of times. I just want to point that out, okay? And I feel foolish. And if you were to describe me as foolish for it, I wouldn't be able to argue against the notion. And that's just simply the truth that I exist in, because I want to keep it transparent with you guys, okay? Look, you guys need to know. Anyway, so Elon Musk, as you all know, is very much like what's the term? He's kind of like a little cockroach. He just goes to whatever like trash pile appeals him the most. He's very much a man driven by attention, and he wants to be liked. However, the issue with this is Elon Musk has no charisma at all. He does not have spotlight energy. So in 2016, 2017, people had like a very favorable opinion of Elon Musk that has nosedived significantly. There's still some people who like think he's the second coming of Jesus, but we don't talk about those people. They're not right. Because like in 2016, 2017, he was kind of like, he was like running off the Tony Stark, but he's this like Redditor Tony Stark. He was like the space guy. He was like this genius billionaire, like philanthropist. Like he was just kind of like a little cringe every now and then, but it was fine because it was like a little endearing. Then also he seemed like spouted pretty progressive views, and then immediately, like I don't know, like a flip switch was like where he just started like obviously like really leaning really far to the right with the anti-woke stuff. I think it's because he got divorced. I think it's same thing's happening to Zuckerberg right now. Like the men going through the divorce just are unhinged. I don't know. At least like rich men going through divorce are, because I think it's like they feel like they're entitled to the marriage and then it gets stripped from them or something. I mean, we knew Zuckerberg was a piece of shit from the get-go. He literally built Facebook to rate the attractiveness of his classmates without their consent. So, you know. Anyway, Elon Musk is like the more he stays in the spotlight, the less people like him. Even like, you know, obviously he's been hanging out with Donnie T a lot more because obviously he was a big funder of the campaign, definitely against like the law. But you know, we gotta take out justice for all out of the American Constitution for obvious reasons, or American pledge, the Pledge of Allegiance. But even like behind closed doors, Donald Trump is like tired of the guy. So he's losing favorability like between his political buddies, and then like he lost favorability with his fan base a lot of the ways, or at least a lot of them through the H-1B stuff. If you know what the H-1B is, essentially it's like it's just a visa that foreigners can get, and they're like to come to work in America. And like it's generally like a pretty like popular thing, but not obviously in the terminally online Twitter fan base that is now essentially a Ku Klux Klan meeting. It's anathema to them. And obviously Elon was like really adamant about H1B1 being good, and I agree with him. This is like the few times me and Elon agree. I think H1B1 is a good thing, mostly because I've never had a moment in my life where I'm like, damn, I don't like, in my, you know, rational adult thinking life has been like, man, these immigrants. Never in my life has that came across my head. So it's like a normal thing to support H1B or like have a fairly neutral opinion at worst. So he lost a lot of mojo with that. And then, recently he's lost some mojo. I think he should lose all his mojo because he's like a terrible person, but I digress. He's lost his mojo with a group of the gamer populace that follows him. Because he's one to brag about how good he is at games, saying he's like one of the best Quake players or like a top 20 Diablo player. Now, as far as I'm aware, Diablo doesn't have rankings like that. I could be wrong. But, you know, it's just... And then he said he's like a really great Path of Exile player, and he was streaming it, and... Sorry about that, had to mute real quick. Where was I? Oh, right. So he is very much, you know, and he streamed himself playing Path of Exile, which is a Diablo style game. But obviously like, a lot more complicated than Diablo, I think. I'm not going to sit here and say I know about Path of Exile. What I'm about to say here is from Path of Exile players who watched his gameplay and said, yeah, no, this guy has no clue what he's doing. He has very clearly boosted his account. Like, he does not have all these things, like the basic mechanic stuff enabled, and he's ignoring like one of the rarest items on the game on the ground. Yeah, no, this guy's a hack fraud. Which is like, to no one's surprise, right? Elon Musk has never done anything in his life. He comes from apartheid South Africa where he got rich off of an emerald mine, confirmed by his father. And then, like, he bought his way into Tesla. I wouldn't be surprised if he bought himself into PayPal. And like, he's also like, well, bought himself into the Republican Party. So, you know, he's very much like he does not have... I generally don't think his career in politics is going to last long at all, mostly because I don't think he has the stomach for it, and two, I mean, the only reason why he's even relevant now is because, unfortunately, he owns Twitter. Jack Dorsey, you will burn in hell for what you have done. Oh, and he also like lost a lot of the programmer dudes that know a lick about programming, because he tried to make a deleting rogue virus meme, but he just did the wrong syntax or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know a damn thing about decoding. Once again, I'm just going off the reactions of other people. That is truly unfortunate. The extendo reach. Right. I'm a believer. Oh, he got eaten. I'm no longer a believer. Oh, bot? No, I'm getting flamed.
Sniper judged! I need but a little healing.
I'm a believer. Remember the sacred rule. If there's a zealot, there's a way. Now, does the Zealot have stealth? Oh, someone joined?
Join the light.
Huge.
Raging the Ethereum!
I'm in fact a believer. Remember, if there's I almost said if there's a beast in Nurgle, there's a way. I mean, there is a beast in Nurgle. Did that not look like it was below? Am I crazy? Okay. That looked like it was coming from below, right? I'm not a nut job. Whew. Alright. Yeah. I mean, like, and speaking of Twitter, Twitter's a social media. And speaking of social media, TikTok is being banned on the 18th or 19th or whatever. Or at least they're going to try to ban it. I hope they generally don't for a lot of reasons. The main reason being it's a very clear, obvious attempt of the U.S. government infringing upon free speech of millions of Americans to control the narrative about things outside of the country and turning it into a propaganda machine. But obviously, mostly because, like, I'm going to be real. Bad countries ban apps, you know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time when apps are banned, like, if an app was, like, a video of, like, this is just an app of a collaboration of child murders, I'd be like, okay, we can ban that app. Like, banning social media apps generally, not always, because there's always exceptions to rules, is usually banned. That's usually a sign of an unhealthy society. And, like, it is very clear that it's just the U.S. government being like, oh man, TikTok is saying anti-American stuff under the guise of it being a Chinese spyware app, which is just like, if that's what we're going with, there's a million other apps and stuff we gotta ban. Now, I'm gonna be real. What will the Chinese government do with the average American civilian's info? Generally. Like, never in my life have been worried about what the Chinese government is going to have on me. Cease this. Alright. What am I stuck on?
You are now in HAD block HL18
Alrighty.
66123. You should not be. Keep moving.
What is this, some sort of high-intensity shock troop gauntlet? What's with all these shock troops? What are we, some sort of Fantastic Four? But the response is very funny. A actual, like, I don't want to say actual Chinese, obviously I believe TikTok is Chinese, or at least is a... in that area, I guess? I don't know. another Chinese social media app is getting millions and millions of new users being like shooting to the top of the ranks on the app stores. Called Red Note, and it's very funny because all the it's very funny, mostly because it's like it's a little bit of a protest, but a little bit of like a meme of like we don't care, you know. So yeah, hopefully, I'm aware that I don't know if the TikTok ban is like full support. I don't know what like the general support is. I think generally people who are supporting of it are like not very smart, and I don't mean that like in a rude way, only a slightly rude way. Like they don't realize why it's a bad thing. Jesus. There's a whole lot going on here.
Unprofessional, but efficient, Zealot. Fine, comes easy.
There. You didn't die to brain burst? What are you made out of, dog? Never in my life, I don't think I've ever had a dog live brain burst. That was insane.
A displeasing enemy advantage. Medipack.
Actually, I'll grab it.
It's about to blow.
Alrighty.
The air quality, perhaps, isn't the best in calcium.
Also, another reason not to ban TikTok is like there's a lot of people who make their livelihoods off TikTok, and not in a small amount either. Like it's millions or hundreds of thousands to millions. There. I was gonna say die, please. I really want that Zealot backpack. I think I'll get paid before it runs out of rotation, so it'll be. Sorry about that, had to mute real quick. People just coming in, opening my door, and then not closing it. Alrighty.
Waypoint. Judicial enforcement stations. 8707. Achieved.
Whew. Alrighty. Hopefully that'll get the sniper.
Credit to your riches, veteran. Death is not a blessing.
So there's some new animes in it that look very interesting. One, Sakamoto Days, the first 2 episodes of that are out. Well, only 1 episode on Netflix, but on the other funny websites, I think both episodes are out. Now, I will say, I will be the first to say I was a bit of a Sakamoto Days doubter, mostly because it's like a really... I was worried the adaptation was going to be, you know, I saw the teaser and I was like, okay, we're working, and then I saw the opening, I was like, this leaves a little much to be desired here. Because the opening was very reminiscent of, like, a mid-season shonen, not even shonen schlop, but like just generic schlop. I will say the opening animation is still, you know, the song is a banger, but the animation leaves much to be desired. But we got to the first episode. Whew, it's good. I'm not gonna spoil any story bits. I like the art style a lot. I like how they use the colors and stuff. It's very good. I was gonna say it lived? No, just someone stole my kill. Is that just my audio real quick? And there's another one that looks kind of silly. It's a isekai one, which is, you know, but it's super Sentai Red isekai. Now, it is a Super Sentai Power Rangers show, but the Red Ranger, or Red Sentai, I don't know what he's called. I assume he's called Red Sentai, and you know, I don't know what the Sentai terminology is. I'm a Power Rangers head. Although I should watch some Sentai, should see what the main, like what's the Pog one I should watch. And it's just a Sentai Ranger gets isekai'd into a fantasy world, and that's just a hilarious concept to me. And another one, oh, actually 2. There's some MD, Doctor Detective, which everyone's joking it's just Anime Girl House. Which is kind of like a second Anime Girl House has hit the timeline. The first one was Momo, or Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. And then there was, I don't know what this one's called. It's like the daily life of a guild receptionist or something. Which is so funny, because the guild receptionist is so common in isekai and like fantasy anime, where it's just essentially like the DMV, anime girl working at the DMV. Don't explode me, that's rude. We love the maniac damage. No, I can't move. God, I got sticky to the ground. No. It's okay. I'm a believer. Wish I was able to. It's 2 Zealots up. Surely nothing can go wrong. But of course, there's like 2 Tox Bombers or something, and a million Tox Flamers. You gotta love it. Uh-oh.
Flamer is dead. You cannot hide from justice.
Unfortunately, they don't have any grenades.
Take you from this place, mutant. Buster, keep it out of distance.
I think honestly that's fine. Just doing the run back. Unfortunately, the dog got saved from the explosion.
Hide me.
You're not going to be able to slip through. You just gotta fight your way. Talking about row, fight the power.
Silence, blood.
Nice, good stealth. Will this knock them out of stealth? No, it won't. Ooh. I mean, worried for a second here.
Get back from the barrel!
That's a really good barrel. They're all gonna have to run through that. Flamer down, sniper down. Ooh, don't get grabbed, don't get grabbed. Last thing you need is to get grabbed. Yes, get smart, grabbing the other zealot.
We have need to kill Emperor. It's in there!
Ooh, good snag. Once again, the golden rule of Darktide is, if there's a zealot, there's a way.
Alarmingly efficient, Roughneck.
Oh, I wanted that. I wanted that so bad.
Kill confirmed on the big duty. Trevor eliminated. Forward.
I'll just go grab it.
Medivac.
Yeah.
Igniting closing.
And also, I've been reading the I finally got around to starting to read the Sonic comics. I'm reading the 2018 run.
Follow me. Hear that? That quiet is the sound of fate creeping. Vomiting all over us. Watch out! Not one step back.
Nice. Ooh, damaged him. Nice. And you're saying, why do you want the damaged him? Well, damaged him on Inferno, well, on every character is obviously good, but on Inferno Staff Psyker, it's quite a bit of damage. Perk Staff, Inferno Staff. I used to be stuck on calling it Perk Staff, and now I've been calling it Inferno Staff, which is like a mix between Inferno and Purgatus. It's also, Infernus, I believe, is also a skill on some lash guns. So do that what you will.
You are not together. You should be. Now.
God, it looks so cool.
Need ammo!
Alrighty.
Penitentiary at Sector 3.
It's in there!
Only hit 4 people with that? That's rough. It's a lot of shotgun. I don't know if anyone else sees all.
Remain to be slain. You must fight.
There's a lot going on right now. I was gonna say it's a bit early for that, but honestly, it's fine. 4 out of 4, hell yeah. I didn't even know we got the third. Oh no, actually no. We got the first. I got the first one and the second one.
You bastard!
That guy just walked through the bar. Did anyone else notice that? This motherfucker does not pay attention to physics. There's a demon host down there, but...
Mob stench. Evil is here. Raging the Empyrean! Take heal!
Alright. Yeah, the IDW Sonic run has my favorite Sonic panel I've ever seen, and it was, I know, like, you can pick up the context, but it was out of context in a way. And I guess I'll spoil it. It's from 2018. I'll just describe the panel. It's Metal Sonic watching the Metal Virus, I guess, if you know, you know, those who know, which is an invention by Dr. Eggman that turns organic stuff into metal. And obviously, Metal Sonic has a bit of an identity crisis, sort of believing he is the real original Sonic. And he's watching a camera of Sonic being infected by this stuff, and he's like trying to run it off. Because they found out that super speed kind of like can nullify the spread of the virus. And Metal Sonic watches that happen and walks over to a vat of that stuff, and he dips his finger in it and watches as it rolls off, and he just sort of stands there in silence. Because obviously Metal Sonic doesn't normally talk. Neo Metal Sonic can, but generally Metal Sonic is a silent enemy, which I think is good. I think him being silent makes him like infinitely more badass. I really hope Sonic 4 has Metal Sonic. And I don't want Metal Sonic to say a damn word. I want him to be a silent villain.
Follow me! Enemy spotted!
Ah, intruders! I look forward to your interrogation.
Sanctioned Redactor's target is to be eliminated.
Make sure to apply as much burn on him as I can. Captain Torbjorn Shagor. Why are all the evil captains like Swedish? What are you trying to say, Fat Shark? The Swedish company.
Victory projected.
Got him. Nice. Hell yeah.
Darkness I judge.
Nice. Alrighty. And we're in. That was 39 total deaths. I'm sorry. Is that possible? 39? There ain't no way, right? What? We did not die 39 times. Unless it counts bots leaving us dying, but we didn't even have that many swaps. No, 39, no, I don't, I don't, no, we didn't even have that many downs, that, surely not, right? No, I don't believe it. If you made this part of the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush your teeth. Have a good one. Bye-bye.